More Final Fantasy news, please. I was trying to do the more Ovaltine, please. So there's been a lot of news or buzz, or not even, I don't want to say news, a whole bunch of rumbling or just drama behind the characters in Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth, Tifa and Aerith, especially. Also Yuffie's in there too, but ain't nobody really talking about Yuffie like that. And then they don't deep to my girl Yuffie, like, hold up. Yuffie's one of them ones too, but now hold up, player. But it's been a lot of buzz around the fact that, well, they look promiscuous. I'm not even gonna say promiscuous. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna do that to Tifa. I ain't gonna do that to Aerith. They showing skin and nobody's complaining. So says a lot of Xenoblade fans. And for the record, listen, I was part of Operation Rainfall. I played Final Fantasy VII, not day one, but week 2, because at that time, the game was so popular, I couldn't find it. And then I had to trade a whole bunch of shit in to get it. So what I'm trying to explain is I got them all. I played them all. I've been in these trenches. So I have some merit, some background, some kind of something to talk about, because I've been there, played that. So I just wanted to throw that out there before we go any further. And the backlash has been getting because Pyra and Mythra got, not hate, but got shit talked to them because of the fact that they were in bikinis and swimsuits, which my black ass didn't complain about, to be honest with you. I ain't never complained about that. The only thing I did say, it was a little weird-ish because Rex was like 12, 13, 14 years old. That felt a little funny, and I guess that's why, but I'm gonna tell you, at my 12, 13-year-old little self, man, I tell you what, I would have been more active with Pyra than than Rex was. But shout out to my man Rex. I play Xenoblade 3, baby. I see you, my G. But everybody's upset and talking about the fact that people are not giving a pass to Pyra and Mythra. But I think a lot of people are not really grasping what it really was. One of the reasons that Final Fantasy left Nintendo a long time ago, and that was in the 90s, is because Super Nintendo didn't want to go, when they were transitioning to the Nintendo 64, they didn't want to go the CD route. They wanted to be Nintendo and do their own thing, which, you know, Nintendo always does their own thing. Also, at the time especially, Nintendo's gotten more lax with this now, but at the time especially, Nintendo was really on the kid-friendly, like, Disney model, and they didn't have any cussing or any kind of none of that craziness or sexual undertones or innuendos or anything on their games. We didn't get anything crazy until Conker's Bad Fur Day, which is why we thought that Conker was going to be the man or the squirrel when he came to Xbox, because I thought that was going to be the mascot for Xbox, because as good as the 64 version did. But one of the reasons that Squaresoft was excited and went the route of going to bring Final Fantasy VII on to the PlayStation system is because of the fact they can cuss. They have more liberties. They have more things that they can do. Like even in when you go to the Honeybee Hotel and you out there on Loveless Lane, those were things, even myself as a kid, I seen them, but I didn't fully digest exactly, what was going on exactly. But those things weren't associated with Nintendo. So Xenoblade hasn't really displayed itself to be that type of game, which I can see why people would be upset about that. I'm still kind of confused about it, honestly, because I didn't know that the fans between each were complaining like that, to be honest, until I seen this on Twitter a few days ago. I didn't really realize that people were tripping this hard off of these fictional waifus. Like, y'all, I love my fictional waifus just as well. I mean, thick ass Pyra, I like Pyra. Y'all know I love me some Tifa. So can we all just get along like Donkey Kong in swimsuits? But apparently, not. That's my only justification or thing I can say, is that Nintendo isn't really associated with that. Like, well, Xenoblade isn't either. Xenogears, I mentioned on the previous video, was talking about Xenogears and how Xenogears actually had a sex scene in it with Fei Fong Wong and Ellie. And Xeno Saga, it was more of like a teen anime. They didn't have a lot of sexual stuff or anything in it. But Xenoblade, for it, almost all the characters are underage. They're about 17, 18 years old. And then like Pyra and Mithra are not, but most of the characters are a certain age, and they're I don't want to say they're targeted to a certain demographic, but then again, that's kind of why a lot of people, even though I got over 100 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles 2, that out of the whole series, that one is kind of the weakest link. You don't really hear that many people, even if it's a good game, you don't hear that many people out here on the soapbox for it like you hear about 1, 3, or even X, and not even Torna either, or the new DLC, which I still need to go back and play. I got a backlog, y'all. I've been playing games. I'm gonna get to it. But that's my main thing. That's what I think. By being a Monolith Soft, Monolith is primarily Nintendo. It's like a second party company to Nintendo. They only make games for them. Monolith Soft hasn't went that route with the game, so I think that's why it's associated as more of an anime bikini kind of thing. But I didn't know people were complaining about Pyra and Mithra in swimsuits like that. I mean, maybe I'm just being grown about it. Why are we complaining? They in swimsuits. I mean, that's all I gotta say about that. But let me know, interweb, in the comment section below, where did this whole thing start? Are you team Pyra and Mithra? Are you team Tifa and Aerith? Can't we all just wear swimsuits and get along? I don't understand why we arguing about fictional waifus. Like, can't all the waifus just be in swimsuits? And it don't matter? It don't matter? It don't matter. Let me know how you feel and what you're thinking in the comment section below. And if you did like this video, do me a favor and hit that like button. What it does is it lets YouTube know you like the video, and that way they can push it in front of more people. And if you do like the content that you see and hear, and you want to stay up to date with all things games and geek, I also got some anime stuff on another channel and some entertainment stuff, just in case y'all still thirsty. Links will be in the description below. But make sure you hit that subscribe button. I make geekly content here on the channel all the time. And don't forget the archives on Saturdays, 5 p.m. PST, every Saturday to midnight. 7 hours of pure, unadulterated role play. And as always, remember to eat, geek, sleep, repeat. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.